Well, you know, I think I've droned on long enough.
I just heard what happened. I wanted to offer my condolences to the team. Quark's loss is a true tragedy. The man was a hero. Brave, honest, kind, and humble to the core.
What a load of bullshit.
Hello, it's Master347. The exciting playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, so I've been uploading for a few days. Bit busy. Personal stuff, studying, and also grinding as well. You're getting certain magics to help me out to this part. But anywho, they actually go off to an optional boss right here. And it's right around this area. It's near where we got where the tricky forest was during the Chocobo side quest. It's along these lines. Now first, before we go in there, obviously you need a good magic stat, a really high magic stat, because I actually want to draw really good magic from it. But also, more importantly, from Selfie, for anyone, make sure you have the encounter none. Yeah, you don't have the encounter none, and you did it this early on, it's going to be a lot more annoying. It's possible, it's just more frustrating that way, you know? Yeah, but anywho, basically you have to try and get towards the boss within the time limit, and if you don't, then it's game over. So obviously make sure you save before doing any of this. And that you have encounter none. That way you don't fight any random battles, because at this point their enemies are pretty tough. Even if I could beat them, which I probably could, considering some of my stats I have, it's still just a giant time waster. You just want to focus on getting it as quickly as possible. So, let's hop to it. You got 20 minutes. And you have to hurry up before it's game over. Let's keep going. I am Odin. Yep, that's right guys, we are fighting Odin. Classic GF. Well, I mean classic summon in general actually. Just keep going, don't waste any time, just keep going. First part is really self-explanatory we need to go to. You're about to be complicated with separating paths, but I'm going to show you the exact way how to get there, so you don't waste time. But once you figure out what the puzzles are, getting to him is pretty simple. And actually beating him isn't that tough either, because the thing about this boss fight, well, you'll see soon enough, is a certain gimmick. The timer isn't just there trying to reach the boss, it remains there during the boss fight as well. Okay, now for this part, what we need to do is go to the left ladder. That's right, go to the left. Don't notice why that leads to a draw point, it's just a waste of time, there's nothing there. If you really want the draw point, you can get it afterwards. If they can still go there for the temple. But don't get it straight away, it's just a waste of time. There we go. Come on. Here we are. I need to go in here. And activate this. There we go. And then we go down. Something else should activate for us now too. Yeah, see, that other way just leads to a draw point, so it's a giant waste of time. Don't bother going through there. Here we go. Also rearrange my magic. And also got rid of a few magic I don't need anyway, like fire or blizzard. I had like Blizzard or Fire and stuff, they're pretty good, but those are like weaker versions and I don't really need them, they're just wasting slots. So anyway, you need to examine this and a secret should pop up. Help us move on forward. Come on. There! A secret staircase! Guess we need to go to next. And that's how we get past that part. Okay, now I need to go up here and remove that eye from that statue. We'll be coming back here in a bit later, and then little bits, but for now I need to move this eye first. Come on guys, hurry up, we're wasting time. Yep, take out left eye. Don't need that there. Yep, doesn't have the right eye. Right. Then we go back. Also with whole hand, make sure you have some haste with you and just put them in like the first slot. That way you can quickly use haste. Because there's a timer here, and like drawing does take time, but it'll take even longer waiting for your turn to come up than drawing the amount of magic you want. So with haste I can have my turn much quicker. Let's see, put in the left eye. Alright then, very important. There is a code right here. Nope, leave it as it is. Code 74442. Okay. 2. There we go. Huh. The codes are actually randomly generated, so the chances that you get these exact ones are won't be the same. So right afterwards, you take out both of these eyes, and then you probably guessed it. You need to put it in back in that other statue, and then you probably guessed this code's for. There we are. You're almost done. Once you know what to do, it's a very simple puzzle. It's just a bit daunting with the clock, so I guess you're forced to work, you make easy mistakes, but if you just calm down and know what you're doing, it's taking less than like 5 minutes or so, depending on how quick you are. Alright, put it in. And put it in. Alright then, now I put the code. Okay, let's see. 7 4 4 4 2. Just cancel afterwards, and then it's accepted. We've done. And there we go. I probably will even quicker if I wasn't talking along the way trying to explain to you guys. But anyway, alright, now there's quickly junction, selfie. I don't even count it on anymore. Just getting in the way. Let's see. Give you a bunch of magic. Yep, there we are. And there he is himself, Odin. Excellent, prepare thyself. The weak shall perish, the strong shall triumph. Prevail over my sword, and I shall grant it to thee. For honour, let us fight. Now, the thing about this part is, Odin will never actually attack you, ever, until the time runs out. Then it's instant death as Zantek Zuken. He will do nothing. In this time, we can rail on him until we defeat him. But, there's 2 things I want to do first. Haste ourselves, so we can have our turn much quicker. And then we want to draw triple from him. Triple is an amazing spell to have. We want triple. If we had auto haste, this would be even better and not waste much time. I want to try and get 300 as quick as possible. If not, get at least a ton of them. Because there is no way to get triple later on if you don't want to do this, but I at least want to try and get as much as possible. Okay, then it's drawing time. That is triple. He also has double as well, but I stopped that earlier. Stop. Stop. Also, another good thing is putting your cursor on memory, so that way you instantly go straight into doing this. See, straight to memory like that. Also, outside of items and selfie, for one particular reason. I remember that aura stone I got? Well, we're going to use it. On scroll. Aura is an amazing ability. Magic. What it does is it lets you use your limit break without you having to have really so amount of HP. Pretty sweet, huh? And you're probably wondering how a selfie be able to go even quicker. Pretty simple actually. You see, I got the speed junction and I put double on it, which means she's really going fast now. I mean, no, I put haste on it actually. Yeah, I put haste on speed. Oh yeah, that's right. I put double on hit to increase the hit rate. How many hits that really up to a problem in this game? And this is one of the catch-alls I'm trying to grind off them. Don't bother casting Stolium, it's not going to affect the time or anything, it's just a time waster. He does not attack you until the time runs out. As soon as it does, it's game over. Yeah, I've got a high magic stat, so that's why I would successfully cast triples. You see, without the high magic stat, that's why sometimes draw fails if your magic isn't that high. That's why the problem with Diablo, when I was fighting in my mouse, I wasn't that high enough. That's why sometimes my cast demi failed, or I just couldn't even draw anything. Some of the more higher spells. Triple is awesome, but like I said, there's another boss who can get triple later, another optional boss, which is actually not until like the end of disc 2, like literally the last area at the end of disc 2. So I learned haste. Haste is only temporary though, but it's still pretty awesome to have. Now you're probably wondering, what's the other enemy we can fight here? You said they were getting like 2 bosses? Well, the other one, you can't get until you fight this guy first, because even if I did get the other one first, the time wouldn't go away until we defeated Odin. So yeah, obviously we need to get Odin first. I want these triples. I'm not editing this out because we're on a timer. I'm going to show you guys exactly how awesome this is. There's also one other thing we can actually do. You noticed I have Mug on Selfie and I got rid of that. Well, we can actually steal something really good from Odin. We can steal a Look to Junction stat. Look to Junction scroll. Which means you can jump stuff to... Ooh! Ooh, nice. Okay, Mug Selfie. While everyone else starts stocking up on triples. Yes! I got the Junction Look scroll. Oh boy. Awesome. First try. Fantastic. You might as well keep on attacking for a while. Yeah, Selfie has a lot more speed, so that's why he managed the junction much quicker. Does keep attacking. Oh, Hasten's run out now. I've almost done. Might as well. Ooh! We got them all! Excellent! Alright. Okay, now in the beatdown. Where's my aura stone? It's around here somewhere. Alright, Squirrel. Let him have it! However, you might as well help too, beam up. Renzo Kuken! Fated Circle! Kablawi! Had enough, Odin? Got ya! We got Odin's card and some AP. Thou art strong, mortals. I shall grant thee my powers. Call upon me in times of trouble. And with that, we now have the Odin GF. And I hate to say it, but the Odin GF, I think, is one of the worst in the entire game. Now, before we go nuts, let me tell you why. You see, with Odin, I'm going to counter on first. Actually, I want to save in a separate save file, in case I can't do the next part. Is that you cannot. Odin is not a traditional GF. I'll show you. See? Where is he? Well, what happens is that Odin will randomly appear during battle, and automatically kill the enemy. It's going to be a good or a bad thing? I suppose a good thing, but say if you want to quickly end the battle. A bad thing if you were trying to look for a particular enemy and, you know, just trying to actually let's see what this draw point is out of curiosity, and actually just trying to mug something off of this guy, or maybe draw something, you know, like a certain magic, that sort of thing, or maybe return into a card. Odin pops in and cuts him in half. It's pretty frustrating. Yeah, so that's why it's kind of annoying at Odin, but I wanted him anyway because, you know, I want to try and do as much as possible. Plus arrow. Crap. I have tornado now. Arrow is useless to me. Ugh. She's I thought it was something good. What that for arrow? Ugh. Don't even bother with this draw point. It's worthless. But anyway, I had more than enough time. So yeah, you're probably going to get wasted if you want Aura Stone. That's what Autopilot of Aura does. Aura lets you use the limit breaks without having to have critical HP or near critical. So it's completely broken again. But that was actually a good spell anyway to, like, well, again with junctioning. So I'm going to get some later on, but not now. Still can't believe I managed to get that junction to luck scroll that quickly. What this scroll does is that it lets your GF learn junction to luck, so I think luck increases the chance of getting a critical hit. Scroll doesn't need it for painfully obvious reasons, but one of the other characters could probably use it. So it's still a pretty nice steal. And we get Odin's card too, which is nice. Notice that the timer is now gone, which just safely means you can explore space to your leisure if you want to. I'm not sure what enemies do appear around. What's this place called? Central Ruins? Is that a sign? Does that say anything? No. Just Central Ruins. I could have gone back here off screen, but I just wanted to talk a bit more. Okay then. Now I've done that, I'm just going to save a separate save file in case I can't do this, get the second GF because maybe I'm not strong enough yet, or it just won't work. At least I managed to get Odin and that other scroll, so I'll save a separate save file in case I was just recording. Really hope that's not the case. But anywho, now for the second GF, aka the Tonberry King. Yes. Now, how the hell you're supposed to figure this out is beyond me. I don't know, is there like an occult magazine that tells you how to get the Tonberry King? I mean, Odin's pretty self-explanatory. Once you find this place, you gotta figure out, get to him, beat him up. But Tonberry King? There's literally no way anyone could have known this first time for the game. How the hell are you supposed to figure this out without any kind of guide? It's retarded. It's just really stupid. I don't know what they're thinking with this. In fact, that's like with a lot of the side quests in the game. You just don't know. Very obscure ways of finding out. But obviously, first of all, get rid of selfies, encounter none. Yep, really get rid of that. And let's see, which one instead? Go strength 40. There we go. Yeah, having enough HP wouldn't be too bad. How my abilities learning. I'm at the point where I've always mastered some of these GFs now. Oh! Actually, seems better. Alright then. So, what you want to do is, though, very important. Let's see. Rearrange. Do it manual. I don't need haste anymore, actually. What I do need is Demi. This helped me out greatly against this next one. Ah, yeah. My triples. Come to daddy. I'm going to put you to good use later on. Actually, can I do it now? Oh yeah, what am I doing? I can do it right now, actually. Yeah, I might as well show it to you, off to you. Now, let's see. I think the good thing about triples is you can see your strength for a lot of attack power. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Let's do that for all of you. Now, if you don't want him with that pressure of fighting those guys, of doing it within the time limit and trying to beat him like super quickly or anything like that, and like I said, don't worry, there is a better way later on of actually getting triple. Again, with an optional boss fight. Pretty sweet. Alright then, so I got rid of encounter none, so let's try and find this bugger. They only appear around here, I think. Actually, yeah, they do. What you want to do is fight a monster. Tonberrys! Now, the little Tonberry King to appear, we need to beat down 20 of these guys. And the absolute worst part of fighting these things, they have a ton of HP. There's a chance they could use an annoying move that there we are. Everyone's grudge. Uh-oh, this might actually hurt Squall a lot. He's killed a lot of enemies. Let's see. Oh wow, that hurts. That might be a blessing in disguise. I could probably use Squall as a limit break to finish him off. Yeah, they have a ton of health, like 14,000 each. It's really annoying. And they always counter everyone's grudge. The thing is though, this attack only hits one enemy, so it's not too bad. I do have some lice with me, and Phoenix Downs for a good measure. Yeah, but he slowly gets closer and closer until he like stabs you or something with his knife or whatever. They have a ton of health, and this is the boring part. I'm going to do this like a ton more times by keeping count. And I think one more should do it. Alright, then Renzo Kuken. Oh yeah, I forgot. They always come up show, do they? Lasting Zone. This is the other one I got actually, because I got this flame saver. Guess you might as well have to see what it's like. Please finish this guy off. And don't scroll to die. That should do it. Bye. There we go. Now we do this 19 more times. You don't get any experience, you get 1 AP, and sometimes you might get a chef's knife. That's what sucks about fighting these guys. I mean, it's great I don't get any experience, but still. It's frustrating. So you probably guess what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be fighting 19 more of these guys off screen until I get, well, the Tonberry King to appear. See you guys then. Man, it's going to take forever. Yes! Got ya! I thought I miscounted. And there he is, the king. Looks like I miscounted by one. Yep, it is 20. I just miscounted by one. I'll hear you up, Squall. Just a little bit. I think he's probably immune to stuff like Demi. Yeah, is it gonna be a... Oh, here's the attack. Junk. Yeah, I'm not pretty sure that attack does exactly, but... Yeah, we can scan him. Yeah, what the hell. That's what this guy's all about. And you scan the live. It is 20 tonberrys, yeah. The king of the tonberrys. Appear to seek revenge on all of the defeated tonberrys. Oh, there's a lot of health. That's why my strategy here is to have that's why my strategy here is to have my main attacker, in this case Scroll, have his HP lessen like this. But he has something to steal though. His attacks don't even do much damage anyway. Oh, here's Junk. Ooh, actually. Gotcha. And left divide. Huh, he has death, life, and cure. Not bad, but... Oh! There we go. Ha! Take that, Tonberry King. Ugh, together to grind you. I'm sorry. Tonberry joined your party, and there we go. We have ourselves a new GF. We get the royal crown. Ooh. That's nice. Gives you GF 60% in magic. And there we go. One of the hidden GFs in the game. And one of the most frustrating and time consuming to get as well. Yeah, I miscounted. It's 20 Tonberrys. Because I thought, did I miscount or something? Because I got like one less. But yeah, his attacks are nothing. I'm not sure what Perfect Up his junk attack does, but that doesn't do much either. But here he is, Tonberry. Notice he's all the way at the back compared to the others. But yeah, you probably guessed, not supposed to get him yet for quite a while. But if you don't feel like you can get him now, because it's very time consuming to get those Tonberrys, you can do it on disc free. But I want to get him as soon as possible, because I've never really gotten this early before. But he has some really good abilities. Level up and level down. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at this. Look at that. Nice. This lets you level up or level up your enemies or lower their levels. This is awesome, because with enemies at a certain level, when you level them up, they can use different spells. You're probably wondering then, why don't you level up then, so that the enemies get stronger and you can get better spells from them? Well, this includes optional bosses too, including super optional bosses. This lets me get around that. I can level up these enemies without leveling up myself, which is really awesome. So, off screen, I'm now going to find some certain enemies, level up using this level up command, and then draw for them. He also has some really good abilities here, like Haggle, that gives you discounted shops, or Familiar, easier to buy rare items. Later on, you can also get an ability called like Junk Shop, which is actually like you can use the ability to go to a shop anytime to like buy items or remodel your weapons anywhere in the game. You have to just go to a random shop. But I'm going to do Familiar first. I don't need a discounted shops because I got more than enough girls, so that's a really nice ability to learn. But these ones are also pretty sweet. Oh yeah. Come to daddy. Now, who should have this GF? I think it should be Irvine. Yeah. Only fair. Oop, level up and level down. I guess it won't be magic actually. So level up will be pretty sweet. This is great against certain enemies too, because I can just level them up and then until they're at a certain level, and then I can just easily grab their magic from them, draw them, and get some really sweet magic super easily. It's kick-ass. It's awesome. But I'm actually going to fast forward through all of this. Yeah, we can get the Tonberrys, just to prove to you just how much a grind it is. I'm not going to skip past it. I want you to see the boredom that I suffered through. But as you saw, don't exit this area at all, and I'm pretty sure the counter just resets. Just keep going around this area. This is where you get a Tonberry King. And it's okay if you just go to the menu like this and heal yourselves up, because everybody's grudge does a lot of damage. But there we go, that's it. That's it for optional stuff for the time being. I'm all out when it comes to optional stuff. I'm going to carry on with the story for a bit. But yeah, next time we have a battle on our hands. A huge battle. I might actually show that off. Maybe I will. Even though it's part of the story, it's still cool to see. We'll see. But I'm pretty much done now for the time being. Hope you guys enjoy this. These are bonus videos I'm doing because I've never actually beaten these guys in disc 2 before. I always do it on disc 3, so I'm pretty chuffed with myself there. Actually, Odin you can only get until disc 3. Tonberry you can actually get on disc 4. Yeah, you have to get, so yeah, Tonberry King you can get as soon as disc 4 actually, so he isn't missable or anything. He's not like a certain time frame. I remember getting him on disc 4, but I've just get him as soon as possible because he has some really good abilities. But yep, so I'm going to be carrying with the story for quite a while, so it's a pretty long time before I do a next video on it because the story's pretty long. Plus I got a lot of stuff I want to do off screen and get some more powerful magic now thanks to my thanks to my Tonberry and be able to level up enemies. But with that, it is Maximum 347. Again, time to argue the platformer. Stay classy.